it's not easy waiting. You can't fast forward the time, you can't fast forward the days. You just have to wait, to be still and wait for that moment to happen. And sometimes we don't even know when these things are going to take place in our lives. So it takes a whole lot of maturity, of godliness, of a lot of things, to be able to stay happy for your friends when they're winning, most especially when you're both waiting for the same thing. So here is what I do. Personally, I'm not a patient person, so I felt God was using those situations to teach me how to exercise patience, to enjoy myself, to love myself. And that took me on a journey of self-love, to know my worth, my value, and know what I bring to the table and what the other person brings to the table. Because if you don't know what you're bringing, what to expect from the next person, you might end up settling for this. Nobody is perfect, yeah, but in as much as we're making room for another person's imperfection, as much as you hope for them to, accommodate your imperfection, there should be a standard. And that's what that whole episode taught me. Yeah. So I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what your situation is. Could it be you're waiting to get married, you're waiting to get a job? Right now I'm waiting to get a job. So my dream job, being able to help people solve their financial problem, help them to, manage people. I love something like that. So while waiting to get my dream job, you know, I'm not giving up on praying and believing that it will happen. Sometimes you might doubt it's happening because you've waited for too long and you're wondering, when is this thing going to change? But I never stop believing. I've been through several heartbreaks and I never stop believing that I'll meet someone that will love me for me. So while you're waiting, what are you saying to yourself? While you're waiting, what are you saying to yourself? What are you believing in? There's one day I went out for prayer walk and I was praying the same prayer to God, telling God what I've been through and how He wants me to bless me. Yeah, because I believe I've put so much work, so much value, and I feel that those things should pay me because I have a life I dreamt for myself, the kind of house I want to live, the kind of car I want to drive. Yeah, so while I was going for that prayer walk, something really happened, and the Holy Spirit told me that you have been praying so much for these things. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? And I had to think deep. The truth is that I don't believe that those things I'm praying will happen, because I had experiences where a lot of things failed in my life. So I was just praying because I feel like I should pray. It's a lifestyle, but I don't believe at that point in time. So what are you saying to yourself while waiting? If there's one thing my boyfriend has been teaching me recently that I love, is helping me to connect with my inner self. And it's bringing a whole lot of self-belief in me, and it's killing all the doubts and all the fears I have inside of me. So what are you saying to yourself? When you look into the mirror, what do you see? Do you see yourself as the bride, the CEO, the person who just got a job, the woman who just won a contract, the man who just had his big win? What are you saying when you look in the mirror? What are you saying to yourself when no one is around? Amidst all the things happening in the whole world, what are you saying to yourself? Because the truth is, if you can say it, you can achieve it. If it can come to your mind, you can be it. So while you're waiting, let's learn to see it. Let's learn to be it. And with time, it will come to fruition. And like I always say, very soon, the whole world will celebrate you. Keep showing up, keep putting in the work. Very soon, you will be celebrated. And like, come here again, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.